What do you want for, and I'll redo the order on that one, Aaron. Oh, sorry.
Okay, everybody, so we're getting ready for round 3, and I'm Aaron Utley. We're here at round 3 of the X-Wing Store Championship in HUZZAH at HUZZAH Hobbies in Ashburn, Virginia. I'm joined again by 3-time world champion Paul Heaver.
Hello.
And I'm just setting up the list information again, and then we'll get started. This is going to be a fairly novel match, as we have 4 Hawks flown by Mr. Horvath, our sort of Southwest Nova Squadron mascot, who's here on business a lot.
Yeah, he spends about half the year here, but he's originally from Phoenix. So if you Phoenix players are watching, he's running Palib, Torkel, and 2 Spice Runners, all with TLTs.
And he's got feedback and Greedo on one of those Spice Runners.
It's opposite. One of them is 25. The Greedo one is 25.
Oh yeah, I flipped around on the. And we will keep track of that as best we can during the game. Who's who there?
Yeah, good luck. It's 4 Hawks.
Right. Where's my right list? There we go.
Okay. I'll go tell them, roll the dice, obviously, and all that other fun stuff.
Sure thing. Okay, so Mike Bonvino is running a Rebel Aces list. He's got Poe. Poe set up push the limit style. Poe has auto thrusters. Oops. He's got PTL, auto thrusters, and R2-D2. And that is followed up by Jake Farrell. And Jake is running VI to bring him up to PS9. Also push, auto thrusters, the test pilot title, and proton rockets. And he is backed up with a TLT Gold Squadron Y-Wing. Yep, I didn't get the squad point total on Jake. We'll get that for you in a second. But we'll be starting here momentarily, and once I get this set up, I'm actually going to hand this off for a little while to to Chris Knowles, one of my partners in the Steel Open, who's responsible for all the finish work on the mat you see there in front of you, and all the graphics and design work for all the Steel Open, materials.
Yeah.
So can you ask Mike what Jake's squad point total is? So Chris will be back here in just a minute, and then he'll sit in for me and join Paul for probably the first half of this game.
You're sick of my company?
No, I just want to let Chris jump. He can't stay there.
33.
33-point Jake Farrell. Okay. Alright, looks like they are setting up their rocks and getting ready to start the game. You know what I'm going to do here real quick. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
And you got the chat coming in there on the right.
On here.
Yep. You gotta pay attention to the chat. And,
Okay. Got it. Well, I'm secretly rooting here for Mike. He's one of the guys from Maryland that I often play against.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I think he's going to come in with a bit of a tactic with Jake as a dummy guy and hopefully coax out these hawks. And I was just having lunch with him, and he was just saying the list he really didn't want to meet was this list. So we'll see how he comes fares with this.
yeah, the 4 TLTs are good, but he does have auto thrusters on 2 of his ships for Mike. So
Yeah, and a bit of Poe regen. Hopefully that's going to.
so yeah, if he can keep out of arc. The interesting thing is, Palab is going to be stealing any of the tokens that he gets, so he's never going to get those prockets off because Palab is just going to steal the focus token before he can use it. So
yeah, there's a lot. It's a bit of a dirty list here by Julian, isn't it?
So that is the 2 Spice Runners down. And Julian said he would keep Greedo next to the one that's got Greedo. So that's why the Greedo is sitting on the board next to one of the Spice Runners.
Now, what was Greedo's ability and what's going to give him the advantage?
So the first shot against that ship, and the first shot that ship does each round, any damage, the first damage card from it is done face up.
Right, okay.
So he's going to take more face up damage cards, but he's also going to deal face up damage cards with it, which you typically don't do with TLTs.
Yeah.
And over there, he's got Torkoal Mux in the front on the bottom row there, and in the back is Paolo. So he's hiding over here in the corner.
Yeah. Now, have you seen Julian play before?
I think I have. He's gone to he's at events pretty regularly around here since he's on work travel here. He doesn't have anything to do on weekends, so he comes and plays X-Wing and stuff. So.
Good.
And for those of you listening who are interested in what I had for lunch, it was a turkey sandwich.
This is Greedo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
What do we got? So is that Poe in the bottom corner there?
yeah, it looks like we've got Poe and Jake at the top. Now I'm anticipating, if I know Mike, that he's going to kind of have Jake circling around from behind. And I hope he's going to hope to tease these ships apart or something. I'd imagine that's what Mike's tactic.
Yeah.
I must say, I'm quite happy with this map. It's looking pretty nice, isn't
Yeah, it is. It is very pretty. Yeah, the ships really stand out against it. Like a lot of the maps that have a lot of stuff on it, the ships don't really stand out against it. But this one, it's a light enough color that you still see the bases and everything, and it looks really good.
Yeah. Right, and we're off.
And Julian's just slowly crawling forward. Unfortunately, his hawks are slightly bigger than their bases, so they nose into one another a lot.
Absolutely. It makes more sense. They're the best warriors.
Mike's not being quite as shy here. He's kind of dashing in. Oh, so what? The Prockets. What's the big advantage with Prockets?
They do a lot of damage with people like Jake who have pushed the limit, because they'll have a focus token and a target lock. So So he'll get into range 1 and roll a 5-die attack rather than his normal 3-die attack. So he's paying points for 2 extra dice, basically.
And making use of that agility.
So it's a nice one-shot weapon, but it does cost a lot on an A-wing.
Yeah. Well, in his last game, I saw Mike playing, and he just finished off with it. That was his. Got in close and pop. There he was in.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, on this one, he has to wait for Palab to die before he can use them, because anytime he gets within range 1 of something with a focus token, because you need to have a focus token just to fire it, Palab's just going to steal that focus.
Okay, got you. So he's going to take all the wind out of his sails.
Yeah. So looks like you're right that Jake's coming in pretty fast on the top there. He's gonna kind of circle around through that gap in their asteroids and kind of come from behind.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Poe's moving pretty slowly forward, and so are the Hawks. The Hawk block.
What do you reckon Julian's game's going to be then? Is he going to keep these guys together, and that's going to be their strength for this kind of?
Probably. I mean, eventually they're going to have to split up. The problem with the Hawks is once a ship gets behind them, they have no way to do anything about it. Like, they don't have K-turns like the Y-Wings do, so they're just... Once you get behind them, they just go, oh, well, there's a ship behind me, then it's going to eventually kill me.
Yes.
So that should probably be kind of the plan here for Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake should have a pretty easy time getting behind them. Poe is in kind of a rough spot. If he ends up, he really wants to end up from out of range to within range 1. Like, he wants to completely skip over the range 2-3 band.
Yeah.
But so if he makes one miscalculation and ends up in like range 2 and 3 of all those ships, he's just going to melt in like a single round.
Yeah.
So
boil alive in his cockpit.
Yep.
That'll be him.
But yeah, if he can be outside of range 3 and then get into range 1 and then do a K turn the following turn, then he's golden.
Yeah. Now I reckon Mike's going to really carry on just like you said, between that line of asteroids and debris.
And Julian's block of Hawks is still moving forward.
Yep. Okay, got a cautious Poe inching in.
So at this point, the Hawks have done 2 1-forwards, and so is Poe. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 ship lengths. So at this point, next round, if all of them did 1 forward, they'd be within shooting distance. So that means he has to seriously consider doing a bigger move than just a 1 forward next turn.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they've moved 8, so 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they'd be...
This golden, the rule of 11.
Rule of 11, yeah. So I'm pretty sure at this point, if they all move 1 forward.
Yes, and just looking in the chat, I think people are kind of feeling that Jake's skirting down the outside as quick as he can, so that to be in that pincer manoeuvre for him and Poe to really get that damage on.
Yep.
So it's all going to be in this first couple of rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, they really have to kill Palab and Torkel as quick as possible. The Spice Runners, they can, as long as they have one of those 2 aces still alive, they can take care of that at their leisure. But Palab and Mux have to go.
And so with Julian's tactic, is he just going to kind of focus fire on each ship and just kind of work it? That would be more his kind of...
I would think so. Yeah, he would... I think he really wants to get Poe down first. Because Poe is R2-D2, so regenerating Poe is not good at all for Julian.
Yeah. So now we're going to be expecting some big bold moves from Poe.
I'm hoping so. I mean, he could do a... Right, is that how the Rule 11 works? So if you do... Because he's done one, and then another one, so he's done kind of like a 3 move, and the other guy did a 3 move effectively.
Yeah.
So that's 6, 7, 8.
So we see 3 points down here.
Yeah, if they all do 1 forwards, then the back row probably wouldn't be able to engage. So he'd only engage with some of the Hawks, and his auto thrusters would be on. So maybe you still do the 1 forward with Poe here. Yeah, with your auto thrusters on and still taking a shot and being at range 3. Yeah, I think you might still do the short move with Poe.
Yeah.
And then next
to hold it back just a little bit.
Yeah. And then the next turn you leap forward just to get into range 1.
Yeah.
And you accept the fact that he's going to drop your pilot skill down to 0 and steal any token you get and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but just hopefully pummel that damage in and
Meanwhile, at the top, Jake's hoping to get in for a shot this turn, and that Y-wing is going to be coming in at the other, in between the two of them. So
yeah, do you reckon he's going to do
nice split?
Another 5 or 4 move from Jake, and then a bit of boosting, because he's got that lovely extra boost when he takes a focus token that he can put in there.
I'm wondering if he does a turn in at this point, like if he does.
You want like a nice 3 bank in there or something?
Yeah, maybe he does a 3 bank and then boosts forward. And then he'll get a shot. But I mean, it's probably not going to hit, but it's a decent shot.
Right, here we go.
Oh, he's turning over. So I think he's jammed up a little too much. I think he's going to bump. Yeah. No, I guess he wasn't that too close. And yep, here comes the Y-wing.
I'm trying to work out, I'm not sure with this camera angle. Are we about range 3, do you think, with these guys here? Between those Hawks and the Y?
I think so. I think there's going to be some shots.
Okay, so we're getting all the Hawks going.
Yeah, all the Hawks are making the bank in.
Nice, very smooth maneuver there.
That was a very tight grouping right there. Yeah.
And what we got with Poe?
Jake should move first, but whatever. Oh, he went with the big move this turn. Interesting.
So is he going to focus or boost in for that? I mean, having that focus token's essential for Poe, or is he going to try and close that gap?
The problem is, so the guy in the back, the darker Hawk, is the one that steals any focus tokens within range 1.
Yeah.
He's doing a sideways boost? Wow, that's interesting.
That's close.
He's giving up on the shot to do that.
That is very interesting.
I don't think I agree with that, because I think at this point, if Julian does a 2 right turn with Palab next turn, I think he might push him off the board.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get out of it, is he? On that? Yeah, if he blocks him enough.
Yeah, if he blocks him enough, he might be able to push him off the board. So that's scary.
Could he be trying to do his big 3 turn?
Yeah, he could be trying to do that.
So he comes about behind
the Howlin' roll. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So anyway, Jake, who should have moved first, is doing a focus barrel roll, and trying to keep his range. And getting some more tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, he's... So his guys he's making a PS0 for Poe, but he's not able to steal any tokens because there's no tokens near him. So so Jake should shoot first. Looks like Jake's got shots, but they're through a rock.
It's not ideal there.
Yeah.
Shot's a shot, isn't it? Who knows?
He only has to get 20 damage in, so... And that seemed like nothing happened.
Yeah. So these two here, with the front 2 hawks are the 2 spice runners, is that correct?
The ones on top.
The top ones,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, the ones closest to the camera on the bottom of the screen are the 2 named guys.
Right, okay.
What are these guys measuring? They're doing all kinds of measurements. It's like...
It's all that critical range one, isn't it, that's going on here? Oops.
Okay, so this should be Palab's shot. TLTs. Okay, so the first one was terrible, and the second roll looks like this is on Poe here.
Yeah, one got through by the looks of it.
Yep, point of damage gets in. It's okay, Poe can take it. Now Torkel is way too close, so he's going to take shots all the way downtown at the Y-wing. That first hit was guaranteed, and it looks like the second hit happened anyway. Now we should be at the Y-wing.
So thinking with Mike, whatever happens next with Poe, he's going to likely be stressed to get out of this situation and not have his precious focus token, which is going to be a...
Yeah, he will have auto thrusters, but he will not have a focus token. What's going on? Why are you rolling more red dice? The Y-wing should be going. Why is the Y-wing not going?
Something's gone a little bit pear-shaped here, isn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely firing his Spice Runners right now. Oh. We can't read your crits, but thanks for showing them to the screen anyway. That was a Greedo shot right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Why did the gold not fire?
Is Mike about to fire now? Looks like he's got his range ruler in.
Yeah, that space run definitely should have fired after, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Hopefully they'll remember the pilot skill differences.
Yeah, because it's going to count later on, isn't it, for this? So is that one hit we had through?
Looks like he took some damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, here we go into the halls.
Right.
Okay, and now does Poe have a shot? I don't think so. I think he gave up the shot when he did that boost.
Yeah.
But we'll see if he rolls like 4 dice on one of the guys. I don't know.
Okay, was that all the round of shooting gone?
Looks like the only person that's left is Poe. Yeah. He's the only possibility. And I think he doesn't have a shot.
Yeah.
Anything interesting being said on the stream over there?
So what have we got here?
Yeah, they're clearing tokens.
Yeah, I think we just got a lot of different opinions here as to what we think is going to happen next, and that and just discussing the points that have gone, who's lost what here. So
yeah, so far that Y-wing's been taking a beating, and he hasn't really given much back. So it looks like they're concentrating on the Y-wing right now, and a little bit on Poe.
Yeah. So what guys on the chat, what do you think Poe's going to do next here for this next move?
I'm almost positive you were right when you said a Talon roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not really a good way to block a Talon roll here.
No, I mean the Hawks. I'm trying to think. Have they got a hard one that they can do?
No, they can't do a hard one.
So we haven't.
They have a one bank is their best.
Yeah.
So.
There's no option to block that then, is there?
Yeah.
So hopefully that could pull off a bit of the Poe there.
Yeah.
Then these Hawks, I think, are just going to charge down onto this Y-wing now. I think that's going to be.
Julian probably sees the Talon roll coming. He's probably just going to go pretty fast into the Y-wings, just so he can still have shots.
Yeah. Maybe change their focus to Jake, depending on what he's doing. If he's at a good range for him.
Okay. Oh, nope. He's doing short moves and going back the other way.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is interesting. I thought we'd want to get a lot of distance from Poe.
And so he's clearing the stress that he got from the crit and just going forward. So now his Y-wing has range 1, so he doesn't have to worry about getting shot as much.
Yep.
And at this point, he should probably get like a target lock, because if he gets an eyeball,
Yeah.
and you should probably swap it around so that he's getting the target lock, not giving. But yeah, there you go. And then the block continues.
Great, it's all just clicked back into formation there, isn't it? Rather smoothly. Very nice.
And you should still be moving Jake before Poe, but... Okay, so did he do the... Yep, oh, no, he did a normal turn. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your move was better, because now he has to boost.
Yeah. And he might have been stressed, but he would have had the shot then, and he could have cleared the stress with the one green maneuver and kept on their tails.
And he would have, and he would have regenerated. Yeah. Oh well.
Now, is he going to clip the back tail of that Spice Road?
Maybe.
Why is he moving forward? Why is he moving?
He's
no,
moving
no,
them.
I'm sorry, I got it.
He's definitely moving them in the wrong order.
Okay.
He
Yes.
definitely should be moving Jake before Poe.
Yeah.
And wow, he's just going right in there. He just had Jake fly right over the rock. I mean, you could just wipe one of these Spice Runners out.
Just pop them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. It looks like I think he pointed at the Y-wing. So he's got no tokens to steal with Palab, but Mux does get to hose one of the guy's ships.
Right. Okay.
And it looks like it's the Y-wing. I think that's what he pointed at.
And what was Mux's?
He makes him PS0 for the
Nice.
turn. So,
Okay.
or maybe it was Jake. Maybe that's what that little token is.
Right. Okay.
That's the screw you token.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Why are we not? They didn't even measure for Poe there. I guess it's pretty. Oh, and the Y-wing is getting killed by Palab.
Oh. Is that it? That was it. I just blinked. I looked. I was reading the chat, and he's gone.
Yeah.
That was that.
And blanks, and this should be Torkel into Poe. Oh, nope, that's too many dice. That's into Jake. That is way too close. Yeah, you're not getting any shots with your spices. Well, I guess that he can fire at Poe. Oh, they're doing feedback arrays.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it'd be rude not to. That didn't appear in the game.
So he ionizes both his guys there to feedback array Jake twice. So now Jake's out of shields. So all he has to do is do that one more time and Jake's dead.
Wow.
Pretty mean.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Jake got a good shot before he dies. I don't know. I think should have measured the shot for Poe at least, like brought out a laser or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're definitely right. Poe should have done if he did the Talon roll there, he would have been facing perfectly into the whole mess of them, and yeah.
His next move would have been getting a shield back.
He might have even been able to kill one of those guys before he got to go.
Yeah. Okay, so with these feedback arrays, they can just keep on using this round after round as well.
As long as it costs them a damage to themselves to do, and an ion token. So now obviously their next move is just one forwards.
Yep.
But they can do it. They can do it if they're on a rock. They can do it if they're bumped. You know, it does not matter.
Yeah. So Jake really wants to get out of dodge here. He wants to get.
Jake's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, and if he gets outside of range 1, he's open to the TLTs.
It's a rude little combination.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nasty, isn't it? This is.
So for those of you out there who want to play scum lists with 4 TLTs but don't want to fly 4 Y-Wings, then this might be the list for you.
I think so.
Now the other interesting thing you can do is you can have move the back Spice Runner first and have him do an ion bump into the front Spice Runner and then have the front Spice Runner go to extend his range a little bit. I don't know if he really that would pretty much guarantee that Jake's going to bump if he goes in that direction. Like that Spice Runner will really screw everything up if he just sits there, basically.
Yes, because I guess he's projecting that area that occupying now is going to be completely clear. But yes, that would be a...
So, nope, he's moving them all together.
Okay. Well, I guess he's still pretty happy with that. He's still going to do... I think Mike's going to be losing another ship this round.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Poe's got his work cut out for him in the future.
Yes.
I'm just hoping they remember to move them in the correct order this time. Oh wait, no, Poe's PS8. Poe is pushed to the limit, not Veteran Instincts. Okay, never mind.
So
they are doing it right. We're just...
Suppose should actually be an 8 on there.
Poe should be an 8, not a 10. Yes. That explains a lot.
So just basically don't trust what we're saying at all.
Yeah, don't trust what Aaron writes down for pilot skills for ships. Is what we're saying. Okay, so Poe is doing a 2 bank. Okay. Kind of a strange move.
Yeah, I thought he was going to come in a bit tighter for that and keep in that range.
Now he's not going to have a shot. Like, he's going to have to boost here. Yeah, he's got a boost. He should have done a hard turn there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he really, really wanted to do that Talon roll before and just be like right down here at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Doing 1 forwards, following the rest of the ships.
He would have had gained himself a shield by now. And
yeah.
Just a bit more efficient on his kind of maneuvers.
Because right now, if Jake's within range 1 of multiple ships, then he's just going to get torqued and wiped out before he can even shoot. So, yep. Goodbye, Jake.
Oh dear. But still, as someone has said in the chat, it's a game of dice, isn't it? It could all go blank. You never know.
It could. It's unlikely when you're rolling that many, but
yeah.
And the feedback array is no longer a game of dice. It's just a game of me killing you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he torqued the Jake, and now he's gonna have his. Now they're measuring Poe, and it doesn't look like he has a shot. So now the TLTs, yeah, Poe not taking shots for these 2 turns and just flying around is what's killing him.
Yeah.
Because yeah, if he had Poe back there shooting range 1 shots over and over again,
yeah,
it'd be much better off.
Yeah.
And TLT's firing at Poe.
Ooh.
Man.
That's another one.
And then, yep, feedback array.
There's Jake, and I think Poe's got 1 shield left, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think just in that top one, I think that's Poe's card, isn't it? Okay, so he's got his work, he's well and truly cut out for this.
Yeah, ooh. Okay, well, at least Poe knows that the 2 Spice Runners are just doing 1 forwards, so he can play around that. Now, depending on how much health the Spice Runners have left, they can continue just feedback arraying until they have to.
Yeah. So, what's Poe's maneuver here? I mean, wants to do a bit of shield regen.
Yeah.
But he's
maybe the 1 right bank.
Yeah, he's going to put him in front of that asteroid for the next move, but
I don't think he's
got to do a lot of work at the moment, doesn't he?
I'm really surprised that he doesn't, that Julian doesn't have the rear one bump into the front one before moving at any point during any of these. Like, because then if he had the rear one bump, I think he would not get shot by Poe. Like when Poe does this one bank, he's going to have a great shot into that rear one.
Yeah. And there it is.
Yep. Staring at that rock.
Yep.
And unfortunately, if he gets any kind of token, it's just going to be given to Palab. So, and he already has a target lock. So, yeah. And then he gets drained down to pilot skill 0. Yeah, this it really hurts because he's got pushed the limit too. So he really wants to get tokens and do stuff, but he can't because he'll just get stolen.
Yeah.
And so now they're measuring and trying to figure out who can actually shoot at Poe.
So do you reckon it's only going to be that front bottom right Spice Runner that's going to get the... Or was that range 1 as well? Was Mux the Spice... Was he... Is that who he was firing with?
No, he's firing with... That guy was the bottom left one. Palab is just out of range 1. So, so now he's firing with the second one. And I lost track of how much shields are coming and going. So
no, he's got none at the moment by the looks of it up there. First damage going down.
Oh, yep, that's
second,
a face.
Game over.
Oh, the two feedback arrays finish him off.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
that was
was
brutal.
That was absolutely
brutal game.
Wow.
Yeah, if he did that Talon roll, that would have. It still wouldn't have been pretty, but it would have kept him in the game. He would have. Because did Poe shoot this game?
I think only at the beginning when they were going along the bottom just over the Super Star Destroyer. I think that was one of the few.
Yeah, Poe needed to be in a different spot most of that game. Yeah. So yeah, the secret to beating that list is basically getting behind it, since they can't do anything about it.
Yes.
And having enough health to survive the feedback arrays.
Yeah, but that's an awesome list. I mean, you can't be at range 1. You can't be anything wider than that. You're open to the TLTs. Yeah. So it's
So well done by Julian.
Yeah, good job, mate. Very good. Mike, commiseration. Sorry, mate. That's your. So I think that's set Julian up for 3-0.
Julian is 3-0 now. Yeah.
Mike's 2-1.
I think he has. I think this will be his second 100-0 game too, where his opponent just couldn't kill a single ship. So,
wow.
Well,
as Vader would say, most impressive.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I guess we're done here with round 3.
I think so.
Yep.
Let's see if we've got any questions we've got left here in the chat that weren't cleared up. No, I think everybody's pretty much figured that one out well. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, how many more minutes have we got left?
I don't know. We got a while. So as soon as Aaron walks back over here, we can stop this. I don't know how to do any of the fancy stuff with the computer or anything. So I'm just gonna sit here and.
Okay, I shall go and see if I can find Aaron.
Okay. Yeah, the Quad Hawks are 3-0. They're just doing a really good job. And yeah, I definitely agree that the approach was a little off. But it's scary when you sit down and you look across from you and you see 4 Hawks. And you're like, what? Hey. And we have Julian here. He walked over here to see people talking about the game. So yeah, Quad Hawks are 3-0.
Yeah, they can be beat. I've got some good matchups.
Yeah, you really want to see
newer players.
You really want to see aces that get within range 1 and just get feedback arrayed and torqued. And
Or big ships too.
Yeah, that was interesting watching that game. You just a brutal, just like, oh, you got close to me.
Yeah, I kept thinking, I was like, should I turn towards Jake to get him? And I'm like, oh, I'll just go soft, and Jake's gonna come running to me. He can never proc at me.
Yeah, he wouldn't, because you'll steal the eyeball before he can proc at you. Yeah, that was rough. Okay, well, so that was Julian. He's been saying that he's had a couple good matchups so far today. It's been ships that his feedback arrays are good against. Yeah, if he boosted straight on the opening there, and then did a K turned around after, that might have pulled it out for him. So yeah, Julian just demolished the other list there. It was 100-0.
Okay.
It was.
So I guess
wrap it up. So yeah, we're all done for the round, and we've got let's see, this started at 2:30, so we got until
another 20 minutes to go.
Yeah. So come back in 20 minutes and see the next round.